This is a learning and exam preparation video for the IB Business syllabus. At the end of the video are practice assignments for you to prepare you from the exams. Please click www.intmace.com on the link at the bottom of this video to do the assignments for this topic. 1.1 Business Organization and Environment. 2. Entrepreneurship and Intrapreneurship. The role of entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. An entrepreneur is a person who displays and initiates businesses in order to profit. An intrapreneur is a person who works for a major corporation and uses entrepreneurial ideas to produce new goods or services. Entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs are both critical to corporate activity since they give the motivation for new goods and company prospects. For new business endeavors, both entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs must weigh the risk of failure against the possibility of success. They are both sorts of people that desire to start something new, whether it is a new product or a whole new business. Innovation is at the heart of what entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs do. This usually takes one of three different forms. 1. Market reading is monitoring consumers and rivals and then making minor modifications to existing items. 2. Need seeking, communicating with present and new clients to discover their requirements. 3. Technology driving, investing in research and development and seizing possibilities provided by technical capabilities. Need seeking innovation frequently emerges simply because someone recognizes a need for otherwise regular items or services. Reasons for starting up a business. People establish businesses for a myriad of purposes, some of which are given below. Rewards. Working for somebody else implies you don't really get to enjoy all the benefits. One key difference is those who put their money at risk, owners of companies, reap the benefits, whilst those who do not put their money at risk, workers, earn payroll that are often lower than the return on capital for the owners. Independence. Working for oneself means that you will be your own employer and are not subject to the regulations of others. Necessity. Some companies are created by people who were laid off or couldn't find job. They started a tiny business because they needed money. Reasons for starting up a business. Challenge. Some folks simply want to test whether they can make it on their own. Interest. Many intriguing businesses are started by people who have a love for something and want to keep doing what they like. Finding a gap. Companies may uncover or discover an unmet opening in order to get first mover advantage. Sharing a concept. If you have a strong belief in something, you may wish to market it to someone else. The process of starting up a business. Steps for start-ups. Organizing the fundamentals. When launching a new firm, the founder must answer some fundamental questions. Where will the firm be based? What will the entrepreneur call his or her company? What will its legal framework be? What will its operating organization look like? Researching the market. Once the set-up has been validated, market research should be conducted to understand how the company will differentiate itself from competitors in the industry. Planning the business. Once the concept has been narrowed down, the owner should create a business plan, which is a document that tackles all the concerns that must be addressed before activity begins. Establishing legal needs. All companies operate in nations with regulations that might impact the legal structure of the business, its working conditions, and operational procedures, as well as tax duties. Raising funding. Once the fundamental company idea has been refined, a business plan created, and legal requirements completed, the firm must then seek finance, money, to get the firm began and to fund the firm until it can maintain operations from earnings, which can frequently take many years. Testing the market. The last stage is now the business is launching. In some industries, particularly capital-intensive industries, the first launch is quite costly, and thus the company could only react to market feedback in a restricted and sluggish manner. Problems a new business or entrepreneur may face. Problems that a new business may encounter. 1. Organization. The firm is located in an inconvenient place, the brand does not register, the building does not function, and the suppliers are problematic. 2. Market research. The study was inadequate, the targeted audience was inappropriate, the test was far too optimistic, and communication channels were inadequate. 3. Business plan. The business plan failed to persuade, and the objectives were either too ambiguous or conflicting. 4. Legal requirements. Labor rules were ignored, registering was too burdensome, and tax duties were ignored. 5. Finance. Accounts were not adequately kept, obtaining start-up money was challenging, and acquiring medium-term to long-term finance was tricky. 6. The market. The launch was unsuccessful, the trial was ambiguous, and popularity was restricted since the product did not inspire. Business plan. The purpose of a business plan. A business strategy is created to 1. Help a new organization or company concept get off to a good start. 2. Obtain additional cash from banks, grantors, or venture capitalists. 3. Help with strategic planning. 4. Determine your resource requirements. 5. Provide a focal point for development. 6. Work as a barometer of corporate success. Entrepreneurs may have a lot of unique ideas, but they frequently lack commercial expertise. Banks want to know that they will be reimbursed with interest if they lend the money to new firms. Because the danger of new business failure is so great, banks will only lend to enterprises that have a low chance of failure. The elements of a business plan. A business strategy has 6 components. 1. Setting up a business. The concept. Its emphasis of this part is on presenting the company concept in the appropriate framework. The crucial questions to answer, for example, are: does it have a unique selling point, USP? 2. Business structure. Its emphasis of all this element is on how the business will be organized. For example, one of the most important concerns to answer is where the firm will be based. What kind of company will it be? 3. Human resources. Its concentrate of this aspect is on how the firm will be staffed. The main considerations to answer, for example, are who will have what tasks and what incentives should they anticipate. 4. Finance. Overall emphasis of this part is on how the firm will be financed. The main concerns should answer, for example, are how and where the entrepreneur will obtain startup funding, and at what cost. 5. Advertising and marketing. The emphasis of this part is on how to best advertise the product. The crucial questions to address, for example, are: what market research has been conducted? Is there a sales forecast? What will the promotional mix consist of? 6. Operations. The emphasis of this part is on how the product will be manufactured. The main questions to answer, for example, are: how will manufacturing be organized? How many units will the company manufacture? How long will it take to complete the project? Practice assignments. Exam prep assignments for the IB Business Studies syllabus. You may now proceed to try out the exam preparation assignments. All assignments will be marked and feedback will be given. Should you need to speak to one of our tutors, send your email to administration@intmace.com. Please proceed to the link www.intmace.com at the bottom of this video to commence with your practice.